you guys.
Whatever. Anyway, my wife wanted to talk about her trip, mainly the flight she took. So this is going to be about airlines that's been in the news quite a bit.
Well, not in the news quite a bit.
In the social media world. Same thing. Anyway, she had a decent time. I'm not going to be in it because I didn't go on this trip. So she's going to tell you all about her flight there and back. Alright, I'll see y'all later.
Hi, you guys. Of course I'm tired. I'm always tired. It's after work. So, my trip. I went to Vegas last week. And I got a really good deal on a ticket to go. I went to see Celine Dion. She was awesome. And I was a little nervous about this airline. I've heard about them a lot before. They have a history of canceling flights, late flights, just ghetto behavior, causing all kinds of issues like extra fees at the airport. They charge you to print your ticket. They charge you for your carry-on. They charge you for your personal bags, all kinds of things, right at the airport. So, they had the best flight fee and the times that I wanted. So I did some research before I booked it. I kept the page, pulled up a new tab, and just put in the airline, started looking them up. And Spirit Airlines had so many complaints about baggage fees and canceled flights and leaving you stranded and all kinds of things. So I was a little nervous, but I decided, you know what, I'm one of those people who need to find out for myself. So I booked the flight. It was $200 round trip ticket to Vegas, and I said, why not? I'll give it a shot. My flight was early in the morning. I figured if it was late or got rescheduled that I'd still have time to make it to my concert. So I go to the airport with the best intentions. Get there. Everything is fine. I looked at the measurements online for the baggage that I was allowed to have. I didn't pay for a carry-on. I didn't check any luggage. I just carried a personal bag. And for me, the personal bag was my book bag. So I was only there for 2 days, so I figured a book bag will give me everything I need. I don't wear makeup. I don't do like outfit changes during the day and heels and dressing up. I'm just not that kind of girl. So a day and a half or 2 days in Vegas with a book bag was just fine. If you can remember, I went to Germany for a week with just my book bag. So I can do this. So I packed my bag with my pods, of course, my little pods that I bought at Amazon to put my stuff in, which makes it all nice and neat in my book bag. And get to the airport, measured my bag at home first, of course. Got to the airport. I'm sorry, let me back up. I went to the airport the day before, put it in the little slot to make sure that it fit in the personal bag slot. You know, they have the different size things, one for if your check bag is, if your bag is bigger than this, then you need to check your bag. If it's this size, you can use it as a carry-on. Well, they also have a personal bag one as well. So I fit right in the slot, perfect. Get to the airport, I was still a little nervous, thinking maybe they would still try to force me to check the bag because it's Spirit Airlines and I've heard awful things. Well, get there, I printed my ticket at home, but I also had their app. And on the app, it gives you the option to just show your boarding pass on the app. I printed it just because other people had also said they wouldn't accept the app. I had to then pay to print my ticket. Well, I get to the airport, find out, yes, you can have them print your ticket for you, but there are also kiosks there that you can print your ticket for free. Granted, I don't know if all airports have this option, but Newark Airport in New Jersey did have that option. You can either wait in line to have your ticket printed for you, your boarding pass. You can use the free kiosk. You can use your phone, or you can print your ticket at home or at the library or wherever yourself. So I printed it myself at home, and I had the app. So I was good to go. Checked my bag again. Well, it was full of stuff at the airport. Still good to go for my personal bag. Get there to the gate. They look at my bag. Everything's fine. They scan my ticket. from my phone app, get on the plane, board on time, everything is perfect, have a great seat, everything is lovely. Now, when I went to check in the day before, on the app, it asks you again at that point if you want to choose your seat. The reason their airline is so inexpensive is because you don't get to choose your seat. You have to pay for everything, whether it's a water, a snack, headphones. Well, you don't need headphones because they don't have any TVs or anything on there. But anything you want other than a seat on a plane to get you from point A to point B is an additional charge. So I was fine with that. Vegas is 5 hours for me. I can go 5 hours without eating something. So I figured I'd just have a water, I'd be good to go. And you can also bring an empty water bottle, fill it up in the airport at a water fountain, and then you have your water for your flight. Easy peasy. So, get to the airport, like I said, check in, everything is going well. I fill up my water bottle at a water fountain, get on the flight, good to go. Close the doors, they start going through the safety information. I opted to buy my seat when I checked in, and I paid $13 for a seat. So, like I said, you can either let them pick your seat, which is free, or you can pick your own seat at check-in. I decided, since it was only $13, I love having an aisle seat. I was just getting over a bad cold. If I needed to get up back and forth to go blow my nose and wash my hands, I'd prefer to be in an aisle seat so that I'm not bothering my seatmate. So I paid $13 for a seat in an aisle. It was perfect. The room was sufficient for me, and got on. Like I said, they did the video. Then they said that we're going to have to deplane because someone was ill and had to be rushed to the hospital. I was immediately angry. Like, this cannot be happening to me. I have to get to Vegas. I have to see Celine Dion. I have tickets. My friend is meeting me there from Texas. I'm ready to go. I need to get there. First thing I thought was, I knew it. Something was bound to happen. I gambled and I lost. Well, then after we got off and they said, you know, it's going to be a 2-hour delay. They have to try to find a flight attendant because FCC regulations state that, you know, they need a certain amount of people, attendants on board. Excuse me. Then they came out again and said it was going to be another 2-hour delay. So we were 4.5 hours delayed for my flight. They gave us a $100 credit. I still got to Vegas on time. The concert wasn't until 7:30. I got there at 12:30 in the afternoon. So it worked out well. While I'm sitting in the airport, you know, I was nervous. You know, that anxious thing that happens when you miss a flight or something is going on with me. And I sit there and I start hearing all the people mumbling around me and complaining and just being nasty about, you know, the flight. And then I thought, hold up. Somebody is hurt. Somebody was so ill that they had to stop the flight and take them to the hospital. So here I am complaining about being inconvenienced when somebody is ill enough to go to the hospital. So, you know, I checked myself and put that in perspective and said a prayer for that person and just hoped, you know, I also said a prayer for my flight, I'm not going to lie. I said a prayer for the person and I prayed that I would get there in time without any problems. Flight attendant shows up. We board within 10 to 15 minutes of her getting there. We're on our way. Flight goes perfectly. I go to sleep. It's great. Next thing you know, I wake up. We're in Vegas. So it was fine. Got a $100 credit. Still got there in plenty of time before I even had to check into my hotel. It was great. On the way home, same thing. Got to the airport. Filled up my water bottle. Got to the gate. No problem with my bag. Boarded the plane. Got home. No problems. Meanwhile, coming and going, people were at the airport, and I witnessed it for myself. People were at the airport arguing with the attendants at the counter because they have to pay for bags. They show up to the airport with their carry-ons, but they didn't pay for a carry-on. And, you know, they're like, oh, carry-ons are supposed to be free. Well, not on Spirit Airlines. Carry-ons are not free. They tell you how much you have to pay for a carry-on when you book your ticket. Even on Priceline, which is where I booked my ticket from, there's an option to look at the baggage fees. And I looked there, and it tells you you have to pay for your carry-on. You have to pay one price for your carry-on, different price for your checked baggage, and no price for a personal item. Now, I had to go to the Spirit website to look at the dimensions for the personal item to find out that my bag was appropriate. But they charge a lot. This one guy, him and his wife had one bag each, and it was a carry-on. They paid $100 each bag. So, of course, now the ticket doesn't feel discounted at all because you just added another $100 on top of your ticket, where you could have gone to Delta or Southwest or whoever and just paid that price or whatever. So, you know, you have to do your research, weigh the cost, determine what you need and what's going to make you comfortable on your flight. On my way home, I did in the airport buy some M&Ms just in case I needed something, but I didn't. It's a 5-hour flight. I just drank my water, sipped my water, and went to sleep. Read a little bit, listened to my iPod, that was it. So, you know, you have to decide what works best for you and do that. Will I fly them again? Yes. On the way home, I did not buy my seat because my stuffy nose was gone, everything was going well, and I was lucky enough to score an aisle seat again. And this time it wasn't as roomy since I didn't pay for a seat. But, you know, it was still fine. I'm only 5 foot 1 inch tall, so I still had plenty of legroom for myself. Somebody that's taller, they might want to consider buying the exit row seating or something like that. But it was fine for me. And I would definitely fly them again, especially now that I have a $100 credit. I was inconvenienced at the start, but you know what? That wasn't their fault. I hope that flight attendant is okay. And I had an awesome time in Vegas. Celine Dion is awesome. If you ever have the opportunity to see her, I highly recommend it. Had a great time with my girlfriend, and I look forward to going somewhere else. Alright, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. You got something to say? Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm sorry if I said a whole bunch of times.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's perfect on YouTube. Hit that damn button. Subscribe us.
Hit the button.
What do you think we on here for? Let's go.
All right. Bye.